press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to your social science class. Today we are going to deal with the fresh chapter, that is entrepreneurship. Okay, entrepreneurship, entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Now this is under business studies. So we'll deal with what is the meaning of entrepreneur and what is the meaning of entrepreneurship. Okay, just give me a second. Yes, business studies, entrepreneurship. Then what is the role of employment here, how people take into being an entrepreneur, how people take into making these kind of businesses that is there, and what exactly constitutes entrepreneurship. When we deal with this topic, we'll also see what kind of opportunities do people have in terms of being on their own, in terms of being or working alone, or setting up their own business, setting up their own ideas, setting up their own ways in order to make things beneficial for them or make profit out of whatever they have to do. Okay, and we'll also deal with schemes that come for self-employment. Now there are people who take on and invest in their own businesses. There are people who work for others. There are some people who don't like to work for the others and they try to take up businesses. Okay, they become an entrepreneur, and that field is called as entrepreneurship. I'll tell you in detail what's entrepreneurship, and then we'll see a few of the successful entrepreneurs. We'll see successful people who have developed themselves and contributed to the society as well, and how they have been of influence to people around them. So these are the topics that you are going to study in this chapter. Now basically, if you cannot pronounce it, break the word and pronounce it. Entrepreneurship. Okay, like this. Entrepreneurship. Okay, entrepreneurship. Now in your English textbook, in annexure, there is phonetics. Okay, phonetic symbols. So if you study that, pronunciation is easy. Maybe in the course of time you will be studying that, because that is there in your English textbook. Okay, that will help you write better, read better, pronounce better also. Because you don't know it, okay, because you have not yet studied it, I want you break the word like this. Okay, otherwise what I will write you will not understand. So you break the word like this. Just have a look at your English textbook. Okay, it's in annexure, I think annexure 4. Just check that. Phonetic symbols. Okay, phonetic symbols or phonetics. Phonetics or phonetic symbols. So just check that. Now you break the word like this. Entrepreneurship. Okay, entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Okay, break the word. When you can't pronounce, break the word and pronounce it. Okay, some words are too big in English, you may not be able to pronounce. So always break the words and pronounce it. Even if you speak slow, no problem. Even if you are trying to speak slow also, people can wait for you to finish. Okay, so speak slow if you are finding certain words difficult. Okay, now I'm coming back to social, I'm not going to English. Okay, now we'll first basically study what's the meaning. Okay, we'll study the meaning and then we'll move forward. Now I want you to understand the basic meaning here. Basic meaning of entrepreneurship. Okay, this is entrepreneurship. Don't pronounce as a entre. Okay, entrepreneurship. Now let's write the meaning. Okay, Meaning goes like this: an activity or act of, now this is the dictionary meaning, okay, lexical definition that is there. Act of setting up a business or businesses, okay, one or many, singular and plural, businesses taking on financial risk okay, taking on financial risk and in the hope of getting a profit. Basically those who do self-business, okay, something that they do on their own is an entrepreneur. So it's such a big term, okay, but who are doing their own things, who are doing their own businesses, they are entrepreneurs, and the activity, the act of doing that is called as entrepreneurship, okay. So understand this again. Now this is the dictionary meaning. We have not yet come to the text. What is it written? Act of setting up a business or businesses, taking on financial risk in the hope of having profit. So you are setting up a business and you are taking the risk of spending your money, taking the risk of investing on something which in the near future you are hoping for profit. Sometimes you may occur a loss, sometimes you may occur a loss, but most of the times if it's a successful one, if you have planned well, everything goes fine as you have planned it. Otherwise, if certain things don't go well as the way you have thought it to be, then they can incur a loss. So we'll see what the textbook has to say with regard to entrepreneurship. Okay. Okay. Entrepreneurship is a process of an action of an entrepreneur who undertakes to establish his enterprise. Now, a lot of E is there, okay, the letter E is there, don't get confused where you have to use it. Study the spelling properly. Now this, if you can't understand or if you can't remember bigger terms, write a smaller definition or an easier definition which I have put down first for you. Otherwise the textbook says the process of an action of an entrepreneur, okay, entrepreneur who undertakes to establish his enterprise. That is, entrepreneurship is an action of an entrepreneur, a person, okay. It's an activity done by a person. What is he doing? Who undertakes to establish an enterprise, who undertakes that act of making business or establishing his institution or establishing his organization that's there. Now we'll understand the meaning again. Okay. Now, it's derived from the French word okay, entrepreneur, okay, entrepreneur. Break the word again, don't pronounce it as you are writing it, Okay, entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Okay, it's a French word. It derived from the French word entrepreneur, which means to undertake an activity. What does the word mean? To undertake any activity. Entrepreneur means to undertake an activity. That is, you do art, you do your business that is there. Okay. Now here, 4 main concepts are involved in entrepreneurship. 4 main components are involved when you want to get into a business. That is 4 main economic factors. Okay, add economic here. Economic factors. Okay, they are land, labor, capital, and organization. Land, labor, capital, organization. What are the four components that are involved when you want to start a business? You need land, you need labor, you need people to work for you, you need capital, you need certain money, certain amount of investment that has to be done, and you need an organization. Okay, you need a place, you need some registrations to be done, you need some what is that? Okay, I'm not getting that word, but you need some way of taking on your business. Now, if somebody wants to start a healthcare system, they need buildings, they need infrastructure, they need a place to do it. Okay, so you need land, labor, capital, and organization. Okay, land, labor, capital, and organization. Now, this helps people in the industrial sectors to deal with commerce, to deal with trade. Okay, now we'll go to who is an entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? In basic meaning, in simple terms, a person who does his business on his own. Okay, and okay, we will write that business on his own. He is also called to be as an innovator. That's a person who comes up with a lot of new ideas. Okay, innovator in terms of creative ideas. Innovator in terms of creative ideas. Okay, and which helps him to do his business effectively. Okay, so who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is a person who does a business on his own, basic meaning. Otherwise, he is also involved in certain functions of creating new ideas, innovative ideas. He has his own creativity to put into place, and that's how he develops his business and in turn becomes successful. Now, I would like to give an example. If somebody is good at baking cakes, or if somebody is good at maybe making certain dishes, okay, maybe for some kind of fast food or street food that is there. I know a person who has done his studies also in hospital management, okay, food management and something like that, and he's really good in baking cakes, okay. He started as a very small, in a small place, that's his own house, own kitchen. He started to bake cakes, he started to experiment on his own, he started to learn new things there, he started to how to bake them. Maybe first he started with small cakes, okay, one layer, single layer. Then he went on to 2 layer, 3 tier, 4 tier cakes, okay, different sizes that are there. Then he learned how much of ingredients he has to mix, okay, the colors they have to use. Then he learned how to do different shapes. Now if somebody is a lover of football, then he has a cake made like a football. Okay, if somebody is liking cameras a lot, then he has a camera there on the cake there. Okay, so if this is a cake, okay, there is this camera over here. He fixes that camera over here, and then the holding part like this, okay. So you understand how it is. So if somebody likes football, then the football is drawn. So this is how, what has he done? Now he's a big man there, okay, he's a big man in my place, his cakes are widely known. So what is he? He's an entrepreneur, okay, and what has he done? He has done his own business, he has been an innovator, he has brought in new ideas. Now if I'll give you one more example, okay, I know a girl, she was my batchmate, and she was good with art and craft, okay, she's good at art and craft, she's good at sports, she was a wonderful person when we were in college, and she started to draw beautifully, okay, different kinds of art, and she was good at this mandala painting, okay. I hope you know what's mandala painting, okay, I'll just give you an idea of what's mandala. You do various designs like this on your own, okay, anything, then you fill the whole box, okay, you fill the whole box, that's mandala. And she knew many other things, okay. She started to, she didn't get a lot of popularity at that time when she just began, because it was among our friend circle, it was among her classmates that we knew she was a good artist. But she took on, she started posting it on Instagram, and she started to spread it out to people that this is the kind of art form that I do. And now people have orders to give her. That is, can you do this painting for me? Can you do this drawing for me? And as to give as gifts to people, to give as maybe to put as frames in their houses. Okay, so that's how they developed. Another boy also, he was a wonderful artist, he took on to these social medias, okay, he started posting Instagram and Facebook, and then that is how he got a lot of popularity, and now he charges for a big canvas around 3,000 a portrait to be done, okay, if my whole picture has to be done, or your picture, on a canvas he charges 3,000. So it's a form of income that he gets. Side by side, your hobbies are also used as things that you have to do. Now these are examples of my friends. So people, you may have people in and around you, okay. I remembered them and I just told it to you. So they have taken on their talent, they have taken on their ideas, and they have brought out new ideas. See, they may have started it very small. That is, okay, I know 1 or 2 things, 3 things of it. Then they started experimenting and experimenting, they started to bring in new ideas, they started to innovate themselves, they tried to ask people's opinions, people's suggestions, and that is how they improved themselves, which also made them earn more, which also made them earn by side by side. Now, see, it was all their hobby, it was all their talent they were blessed with. but they made right use of the talent. So you should also make right use of your talent. Okay, never give your talent for free. Never, ever, please remember this, never ever give your talent for free to anybody. You're good at drawing, charge that person because you're spending your time and energy in it, isn't it? You are spending a lot of, now even if you have to color, didn't you buy it? Didn't you pay for it and then bring? And are you not sitting for 3-4 hours to sketch it? Are you not sitting for 3-4 hours to get the strokes right? Okay, anything, any craft also that you have to do, you have to get it right. So never give your talent for free, okay, never. If you're good at public speaking, if you're good at speeches, if you're good at any talent for that matter, people will say, please do it for me. No, you should say, no, I can't do it for you. If that person goes away, see, even if that person says, hey, you can't do it like this, okay, you can't do it for free for me, you say, I can't do it, finish. Matter is closed, he will go, somebody else will come as your customer, okay. So there are a lot of people in the world, so don't worry about one person who goes away saying that, okay, you have not done it for me. Say, I can't do it, that's it, finish, story is over, alright. So this is how I gave you examples, so alright, we move forward. Now this person who is an entrepreneur is also skilled with many other things, and he also should know certain things that are there. He should have a lot of management skills, okay, good management skills. That is, how will I manage my business? Now I'll go back to that cake boy, okay, who bakes cakes. He gets a lot of orders now. He has his own shops, he has their outlets here and there, okay. He gets a lot of orders. That time he has to manage. Okay, now if I am ordering a football cake and another person is ordering a camera cake, somebody else is ordering a pictured cake there, okay, somebody else says I want a yellow color cake, I want mango flavored, I want vanilla flavored, okay. So he has to keep in mind which customer wants what. And if my birthday is tomorrow, and if I tell him, tomorrow is my birthday, I want my cake, he has to be ready to deliver to your house tomorrow. And you can celebrate your birthday. So he has to manage things there. Not only within himself, not only with the records that are there, even while baking cakes, even while doing it inside his place there. He has to manage it in such a way that the end product is given on a specific date beforehand, before that specific time is over. Whatever time you have said, maybe 7 o'clock is the party, I want the cake by 6 o'clock. And he has to be ready to deliver it to you by 6 o'clock. So there is a lot of process that's going behind. If you just say, okay, I want a cake that is of vanilla flavor, or chocolate cake, will you just get it? No. You will have to sit and mix the chocolate there, you will have to sit and bake it, you will have to wait for everything that is going on. So that's how he manages the skills. He has to have strong strong team building. This is the same thing I told you, combine the 2 points. Now he has to have a team which is very strong. He should say, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. By the end of the day, we all have to get the same product. That's it. Okay? If they don't manage, if I am doing it on my own, and if you are doing it on your own, and the other person is doing it on their own, we will not be able to cooperate, we will not be able to collaborate, we will not be able to do one product properly. Now if they have asked for a 3-tier cake, what's a 3-tier cake? 1 layer, 2 layer and 3 layer, okay, 3-tier cake. Now there is a process to go into this. You have to set it right. If it just falls down, then you will have to redo it, okay. It's a lot of experimenting, so you have to do it at a certain point of time. Now when they have to do it, they have to have a strong team for that. You should have good leadership skills also for it, okay. Okay, that's the next point, leadership skills. See, if you're not a good leader, then your team is gone. It's said, isn't it? The sheep is like the shepherd. The sheep is like the shepherd, meaning wherever the shepherd takes the sheep will follow. The shepherd is just taking away like this, they will move in directions where he has asked them to go. Okay? If he just randomly is not bothered, they will go on their own. So, the sheep is like the shepherd. Here, the team is like the leader. The leader is fine. The leader has certain goals. The leader knows what to do properly. The leader is a person who has good skills with it, has maybe with communication, maybe with trying to convince people. Convincing people is also with your language. It is necessary. Some people don't know it. Some people are very good at it. So we can't believe that we should know everything. Okay, we can't be telling that okay, everything is mine and everything I should be knowing it. You may not be a good leader, but you may be a person who can work with a person who is a good leader. So good leader is, so you will have to be your own leader sometimes while taking decisions or while making certain things. But when it comes to a team there, when it comes to people who are working together, the right person, the right leader is always needed. It's same in the term of politics. Okay, a right leader only can make the country better. Okay, a proper leader, a leader who is thinking for the future, a leader who thinks for certain things that are happening and is not having fights like cats and dogs, who is not having internal issues, but rather is peace loving, is rather worried about the people in the country, and our population is huge, so each person cannot be looked onto. Okay, that is impossible, next to impossible. One person out of that billion people cannot be looked into. But on an overview, portrayal of the leader should be right, and no fights. Okay, these things shouldn't happen. If the leader is right, the followers are also right. But if the leader does the mistake, the followers follow the leader. So these are the qualities of entrepreneur. Okay. Now, how he must do it? He must grab the opportunity that he has. Now, never postpone it. If you have a talent, you don't say, okay, after 10 years, I can always do it. No, by the 10 years, you will lose your skill there. If you're continuously doing something, you can do it. You can take it on. But if you've started in a break and if you've started to do something else, you may not be able to concentrate here. Okay, you may have to concentrate on other priorities that are there. Alright, but here, when an entrepreneur, when a person who is trying to make self-employment, he has to have skills in these ways, and he must always take an opportunity. Whenever he gets an opportunity, he must just simply grab them and make it his own. But he must plan well in order to do that. Okay. Now he has certain wishes of his, or he has certain things that he can do on his own. He has one is, what kind of product will I give my customers? How will I display it to them? Okay. How can I market my products? All these he can think on his own. He can think, why is he doing that? He is thinking in terms of profit, yes. But he has a rule over his life, or he has a rule over his business. He is not under anybody. So he is free there. He has freedom of thought. He has freedom of expression also there. Okay. Now, see, it's given like this. To put in simple words, an entrepreneur is someone who perceives the opportunity, organizes resources needed for exploiting the opportunity and exploits it. So, I will tell you the sentence now. With that, we will see what is entrepreneurship again. So, he says, entrepreneur is someone who perceives the opportunity, who sees the opportunity, organizes his resources. Once he knows that my opportunity lies there, he is gathering all his resources, whatever materials he needs or people he needs to connect with, okay, needed for exploiting the opportunity, and exploits it. Now, once he has seen that he has an opportunity, he is gathering his resources and gathering his resources to do what? To exploit the opportunity. Now, exploit can be taken in a positive way here. Exploit does not only mean a negative word, okay. exploit the opportunities and exploits it, meaning I have seen my opportunity, I have gathered my resources and I am fully ready to make use of all the opportunities that I have. Okay, I am exploiting it, I am taking the opportunity before it goes away from my hand, alright. Now examples given in your text are here: mobile phones, washing machines, your ATMs, okay, and food makers that are there, which have made our lives very easier, okay. Washing machines, TVs, your phones, computers, whatever, life is made very easy. But there is always a person who has thought about it. Now maybe our bulbs, maybe our computers, maybe our cameras, maybe anything. There has been somebody who has thought about it, isn't it? If that person never thought about the bulb, if the person never wanted to experiment, then we would have a different perspective now. We would have something otherwise. Now there should be some person who has to start with TV or anything. Somebody has started it. That person is an entrepreneur. And then they have taken that idea, derived that idea and kept on developing it, alright. So this is entrepreneur. We will move on. Okay, okay, we have discussed this entrepreneurship, watch there page number 160. I'll tell it again. Now entrepreneurship is a creative activity, okay, it helps you to create, it helps to build up your talents, it helps to build up your resources as well, okay, and see, people are like this, okay. Now I'll give you a basic example of what's happening, maybe in the classroom, okay. Your teacher says, we have the Independence Day and two will get an opportunity to make a speech, okay. Any two of you can come and give me your names. Whoever gives it first will get an opportunity. The teacher says this much in the class. Now, if there are 50 people in the class, 50 students in the class, 40 of them will think, who will do this speech? I have to talk, I have to prepare, okay, something. The rest 10 of them, maybe I will take 8 of them. 8 of them will be like, should I do it or should I not? What if I say something wrong? What if nobody helps me to do it? Okay? The teacher has been very clear. Those two who are going to come first and give me your names, I will give you an opportunity this time. The rest of them who really want to do, I will give it to you next time. After he has left the class, 2 of them simply go and give their names. What have they done? They have made use of the opportunity that is there. And that opportunity is never going to come back. Independence Day will come the next year. But that first opportunity of you speaking will never come back. If you have never made a speech any time, and if you have never tried to take an opportunity to make a speech, then you will never do it. For everything there is a first time. Even for a mistake there is a first time. Okay? And when you are making a speech, you may have stage fear, you may feel nervous, you may feel that, okay, I may not be doing well, but think on the positive side, it goes very well. People are clapping at what you have done, okay, people are cheering for you, and your principal says it was wonderful, your class teacher supports you and she also encourages you, your classmates also feel good about what you have done. That is a boost for your, boost like a motivation, isn't it? And after that you will continuously go on taking, and then it will become like a cakewalk for you. You simply go, sometimes without the script you can make speeches. You can, if your language is good, you can simply go on speaking, nothing is going to stop you. So you should have hold on language, okay. 2 important things you must study for the future world that is coming. One is English, one is technology. 2 things you must be very thorough with. Technology is moving forward. if we still are backward saying that, oh, we don't know where our phone setting is, or we don't know what it is, time is gone. Time has already gone. It's not going, it's already gone. We have all developed ourselves. Two things you study properly or learn properly is in your English and technology, because that is going to be very helpful for you in the future. Communication is important. Okay, our mother tongues are very close to us. Our first language is always close to us. English is nobody's first language in India. Rare cases English is the first language, but most of our first languages are different, our mother tongues are different, but our mother tongues can only be in and around our local environment, it means within our families. When you go to outer space, not space, or outer side that is there, okay, that's outer space of outside you, you will have to develop yourselves, okay, that's what I want to tell you. Now, with that example, making a speech for an Independence Day, you learn many things. You learn the art of writing, you learn what your mistakes are while writing. Maybe you may have made grammatical errors. Your English teacher may have corrected it for you, okay, may have told you these are the ways you have to pronounce the word. What have you learned? You have learned new ways of pronouncing the word, the right ways of pronouncing the word, okay. And you have learned how to write the script, you have learned what you have to write, what you shouldn't be writing. You have learned how you have to stand, what your body language is to be on the stage, okay, near the lectern there, and you know how to face the crowd. So you are learning. Similarly, an entrepreneur who is there, he also has a lot of difficulties in front of him. There's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of confusion that is there, okay. There are a lot of people who will put the person down. Now, if somebody says, one of your friends says, you imagine, I want to put up a business, okay, I want to put up a business. There will be some people who will encourage, okay, you are talented, you can do it, go forward. But there are some people who will also put you down saying that you are not able to do it, you are like this and you are like that, okay. Not right from their perspective, so we will chuck them, we will leave them. You see the people who really want to do, yet they have this confusion, isn't it? Will my products get sold? Will I get a name in the market? Will I be able to advertise properly? Will I get a lot of funding like that, or will I get my money back, how much I have invested? There is confusion in the mind, there is confusion in and around, okay. Where will I have my office? Where is the proper location for that? Should I place it in the center of the city? Okay, now if the center of the city doesn't have space and it's occupied by all other people, can I put it a little far away from the city? Will people come there? Is it easily accessible to them? Do vehicles run on that road? Or should I place it on a highway, okay, nearby an highway? All confusions in the mind. Will people like what I have done? Will people not like what I have done? Okay, there is contradictory thoughts that are there, there is confusion, there is chaos in the mind of the entrepreneur. But having all these chaos and confusion, having all this contradiction there, he still takes the opportunity to do it. Only when you have taken it, you know what the difficulty. See, sometimes what we think is, we tend to overthink sometimes. In a way, like, when we have never done it for our lifetime, we have never done it in our lifetime. But we still have, okay, if it goes like this, if it goes like that, if it goes bad. Rather it will go 100% good on the other side. You're still thinking. But on that day when you go and finish it off, when you do, the day you establish your office there, that day you feel, okay, what I was thinking was more than what actually happened. But what had happened has happened very smoothly, has happened very nice. But what you thought was far more difficult to do than what happened very easily. Alright. Now see this, okay, few other points we will see and then we will wind up the class. Entrepreneurship is the attitude of the mind to seek opportunities. take calculated risk and derive benefits by setting up a venture which compromises of numerous activities involved in it. Refer the textbook as I read, page number 161. So, this is the same points that we have discussed. He should have a creative mind, he should seek opportunities, he should be able to take risks, and he should take risk as well as he should be ready to sacrifice certain things, okay, or compromise on certain things. Sometimes maybe, now in your mind if you have just planned that I will put my shop in the center of the city, but when you go there to the junction and when you try to see the location, you don't find the place anywhere. Everything is occupied by one or the other shopkeepers there. Then you will have to compromise and say, okay, I cannot put it on the center of the city, but I will put it a little far away from the city. Then entrepreneurship is a philosophy. Philosophy, why is a philosophy? Because it is first your thinking process works in it. You will have to plan. Only when you plan you act it, okay, and act in various situations. Maybe you have to set up your building, maybe you have to build it, maybe you have to bring certain materials, okay, maybe you have to recruit people for helping you, alright. It can go in any field, that is education, science, technology, or it can also help people reduce poverty that is there, okay, yours or anybody else who you provide work with. But initially it may be a little difficult because you have to establish yourself, and once you establish yourself, then there is no looking back. If it is a successful one, there is no looking back. You have to continue with a good team that is there. A good leader can always make things better every time. So a leader should know how he or she has to be in terms of maybe delegating work, that is giving or distributing division of labor that is there, and to know what is his responsibility, what is her response. A leader should have a mind which is very open there and should know each person's responsibility properly and should also be firm in some ways. So you cannot be taking advantage of everybody, isn't it? There are some people who are very firm with their actions, very firm with their thoughts, and they are good leaders in their own way, alright. So we will stop at the students today. I want you to just read the introduction today. Okay, I think we can stop at this. We will go to characteristics of entrepreneur and functions of entrepreneur in the next class, alright. I'll try to think of a few more examples for you and bring. Those examples I gave you, it just came to my mind and I just told it to you. But as I read the lesson, I've just read it on an overview, but as I read it again for you, I will think of examples and make you understand the lesson better, okay. Thank you very much students for listening.